We did it. We put a leash on a dragon. That is precisely what humanity accomplished on the Yangtze River, one of the most ferocious and untamed waterways on our planet. For centuries, this river was a source of life and a bringer of devastating death. It carved landscapes and dictated the fortunes of millions. But now, a colossal monument of human ingenuity stands astride its powerful currents, a testament to our ambition to control the very forces of nature. It is more than concrete and steel. It is a statement. Imagine a river with the power to displace entire cities. So, why go to such extraordinary lengths? Why build something so massive it alters the geography of a continent? The answer is born from centuries of struggle. The primary driver was survival. The Yangtze River Basin, while incredibly fertile and vital for agriculture, was a death trap. For generations, catastrophic floods would inundate vast areas, claiming hundreds of thousands of lives and displacing millions more. The vision for the dam began as a desperate plea for security, a dream of a future free from the river's deadly wrath. Beyond the immediate threat of flooding, there was the insatiable thirst for power. China was a nation undergoing an explosive transformation, rapidly industrializing, rapidly urbanizing. The traditional reliance on coal was polluting the skies and proving insufficient for the country's rocketing demands. The Yangtze represented a colossal untapped battery. Constructing this behemoth was an engineering odyssey, almost unimaginable complexity. The first step was to literally move the river. Engineers built enormous cofferdams, temporary walls, allowed them to dewater huge sections of the riverbed. This created a dry, massive construction pit in the middle of the Yangtze. For years, the river was diverted through a specially constructed channel, while workers toiled in the exposed bedrock below. They excavated millions of cubic meters of rock and soil, preparing a foundation solid enough to anchor the structure that would have to withstand the pressure of a 600-kilometer-long lake. It was a battle against time, geology, and the river itself. Then came the concrete. The dam was not built as one solid piece, but poured in sections, block by massive block to control the immense heat generated by curing concrete. If poured all at once, the core would have become so hot it would have cracked the entire structure. A complex network of pipes was embedded within the concrete, circulating cool water to dissipate the heat over several years. The scale of the Three Gorges Dam is so far beyond our everyday experience, numbers alone can feel abstract. Let's try to pin them down. The main dam wall stretches 2.3 kilometers, nearly 1.5 miles, from bank to bank across the Yangtze. Walking its length would take about half an hour. It stands 185 meters tall, higher than a 60-story skyscraper. The sheer mass of the structure is staggering. Concrete and steel mass, more than 463,000 blue whales. Now, power. Total generating capacity, 22,500 megawatts, equivalent to about 20 large modern nuclear power plants. On a good year, it makes over 100 billion kilowatt-hours, enough to power Switzerland for nearly 2 years. It supplies about 3% of China's electricity, displacing tens of millions of tons of coal each year. A green energy titan. The global impact of the Three Gorges Dam is undeniable and multifaceted. On one hand, it stands as a monumental achievement in the fight against climate change. By generating a colossal amount of electricity from a renewable source, it has prevented the emission of an estimated 100 million tons of carbon dioxide annually. It provided a powerful template for other nations seeking to develop large-scale hydroelectric power and reduce their dependence on fossil fuels. Economically, by taming floods and opening up the river to large-scale shipping, it has spurred incredible growth in interior cities like Chongqing, turning them into major manufacturing and logistics hubs. However, this triumph of engineering came at a profound human and environmental cost. The creation of the vast reservoir submerged 13 cities, 140 towns, over 1,300 villages. An estimated 1.3 million people were forced to relocate. Countless cultural sites were lost forever beneath the rising waters. Subscribe for weekly breakdowns of the world's boldest mega projects.